Hello, Taylor Ellwood, your mad scientist and magical experimenter at magicalexperiments.com. And today I'm going to share the final part of my series on how alchemy changed my life, how I used alchemy to change my life. We're going to talk about coagulation. So, at this point, I'd been living in Seattle a little over a month. I was doing my job hunt. I had left the cleaning job, and I had gone through all these inner alchemical processes of transformation. I had been calcinated. I had gone through dissolution, and I went through separation and conjunction and fermentation and so on and so forth. And so now here we are at coagulation. Well, coagulation is where you've gotten rid of everything else and you finally have gotten to the pure core essence of the alchemical substance that you're creating. And in this case, the alchemical substance was me and my life. What happened was that very last week I ended up getting a job interview for a tech writing position at Boeing, and I ended up getting hired after that. So it was like I had purged myself of all the stuff that wasn't working for me, and I put myself into the state of being where I was able to attract what it was I was looking for at the time, which was a job, doing something that I was qualified for. And I got it. I landed it. And from there I had a job that lasted over a year before I moved on to Portland, Oregon. But let me tell you what that process really did for me. Yeah, sure, I got the job and all that, but what it really did is it helped me kind of get rid of my old identity that I had brought with me from the East Coast. And it put me into a place where I could begin to start accepting and growing into where I was on the West Coast, and really start accepting and growing into who I could become from there. This working did change my life in so many different ways. It really forced me to come face to face with a lot of things about myself that I didn't like, and it forced me to come to grips to those things, and also it really demanded that I make some changes in myself if I wanted to continue on. And those changes didn't just stop at the end of the 7 weeks. Those changes continued onward, because that's the thing about alchemy. Alchemy isn't just something that just stops right away. You do the alchemical process, you create the alchemical substance, and yet that alchemical substance still has its own work to do. And that's really what alchemy is about. Alchemy is a continual process of change, of transformation and evolution. And so really what I brought into myself is I brought myself to this place of continual change and transformation and evolution in my life at that time. I got rid of everything that was stagnant and I moved forward. So here's what I would tell all of you. If you're like, wow, I watched these videos, it's pretty cool, he did some work. Yeah, it was cool, but I'm going to tell you something, it's hard work. If you want to do this kind of work, you need to be prepared to really give your all. And you need to recognize and understand that you're going to be changed in some ways that you won't even expect. There were a lot of changes that occurred that as far as I was concerned, they came out of left field. I didn't expect them at all. And that's just the thing about magic and internal work and alchemy and all that, is that it never works quite the way you expect. You can build some expectation in, but you really have to ultimately free yourself of that expectation and open yourself up to the experience. That's what I did, and so consequently my life was changed. Now, if you're really fascinated in that, I want to urge you to check out my class Joy, which is launching Monday, April 4th, I believe, and so at the time of this video anyway. So if you haven't subscribed to my e-newsletter, make sure you do. And hey, thanks for watching all of these videos. We're going to be moving on to some other topics next week, but it was really fun to share this part of my life with you. So if you have a comment below about coagulation or alchemy, please feel free to leave it in the comments field. And make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get more fun videos. Thanks so much and have a magical day.